Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to actually start working out and stick with it. So if you've been trying to start your fitness journey and you feel like you're constantly starting over, this video is for you, so let's get into it. So my first tip is to start slow. So if you're just trying to get into it and you try to go from not working out at all or doing it here and there to going to the gym 6 days a week, not only is that a huge change to your schedule and your daily habits, but your body is also going to take a little bit longer to recover since it's not used to working out. So you're gonna feel constantly sore, constantly tired. That workout high that everyone talks about, you're gonna feel the complete opposite because you're just running your body into the ground. And so of course you're gonna quit because you're not feeling any better, you're actually feeling worse. So you're gonna see a lot better progress if you try to go to the gym 3 days a week and can actually stick to it than if you're trying to go 6 days a week, but then you only make it 4 and then you quit after 2 weeks because you're frustrated with yourself or you're feeling sore and tired all the time. So start out with 2 to 3 days a week. You can actually see a lot of progress in just that amount of working out, especially if you're going from no training to a good quality training session 2 to 3 days a week. And that'll also help prevent you from burning out and make sure that you can actually stick to it. You also want to take it slow when it comes to increasing your weight. So don't feel like you have to pick up those huge dumbbells or barbells right away. You're much better off starting with lightweight, even if it feels light to you, if you can use that to actually get down good quality form and then slowly progress your weight from there. Again, it's gonna keep you from getting overly sore, and it's also gonna make sure that you're performing the exercises properly and you're actually getting the most out of them. So number 2 is to find something you actually enjoy. Exercise should not feel like torture. You should not dread going to the gym. I know not everyone loves exercise and loves working out as much as I do, but find something that you can actually look forward to. So whether that's trying out different gyms to find a place that you feel more comfortable, or trying out different styles of workouts, whether that's strength training or classes or some other type of exercise, you can also try to find a workout buddy and someone to go with to make it more enjoyable. So don't feel like you have to force yourself to do something you hate in order to improve your health and fitness. You can look around and try out different things until you find something that you can find some fun with. So number 3 is to have a plan. If you're only going to the gym on days that you feel like it and just kind of doing whatever comes to your mind that day, you're a lot less likely to stick to it than if you actually have a structured schedule of what you're doing each day of the week, and when you get to the gym, you actually know what exercises you're performing that day. So decide if you want to go to the gym 3 days a week, what 3 days you're going to go and what workouts you're going to do on those days. That's really going to help you stay motivated and stick to it. And then just make sure you plan ahead. So if you know you're gonna go to the gym after work, then make sure you have your gym bag packed, your clothes ready, and everything that you need in your car. That way you don't have any excuses to not go when you get off work. So number 4 is to make sure you're tracking your progress. Depending on what your goals are, there's so many different forms of progress that you can track. You can take your weight, you can take your measurements, you can take progress photos, and also track your weight in the gym. And all of those things are gonna really help motivate you. A lot of people feel like they're not making progress, like they look the exact same and they're lifting the exact same weights as they were 6 months ago. But when you actually go back and look at those progress photos or the logs of your weights, you see that there is a huge difference and you just don't feel it week after week. But when you put those weeks together into 2, 3, 4, 5 months, there's a drastic change. So make sure that from the beginning you start tracking your progress, and you're gonna be grateful for that later. And if you do track your progress and you actually notice that you haven't made a lot of changes in a couple of months, maybe that means you need to change something up because what you're doing isn't really working. So it's super important to track your progress to make sure that you are on the right track and everything is working properly, and also to help keep you motivated to keep going. And number 5 is to be kind to yourself. You're not going to be perfect right away. It takes time to develop habits. So if you're lacking motivation, or you miss a few workouts, or you're struggling to stick with it, give yourself some grace and just get back on track the next day. You don't have to quit. You don't have to say, okay, screw it this week, I'll start again next week or next month. Just trust the process. It's much more about what you're doing consistently over time than missing 1 or 2 workouts or not being perfect 100% of the time. So just remember that fitness is a lifestyle and you're not gonna see instant progress. It can take months, if not years, to see the results that you're looking for. So just stick with it, stay consistent, and you will get there eventually. So those are my top 5 tips for beginners who want to get started with working out and actually stick with it consistently. So make sure that you start slow, you find something that you actually enjoy doing. Be sure to have a plan and a structured schedule of what workouts you're going to be doing on what days. Make sure you're tracking your progress in some way, and then also just be kind to yourself. So those are my recommendations for beginners who want to start working out and stick with it. When it comes to the actual workouts that you should be doing, it's gonna be different from person to person depending on your preferences and your goals. But something that I recommend, especially for people who are intimidated by the gym, you definitely don't have to go in and start doing barbell squats right away. You can always start with some cardio. That's usually a little bit less intimidating. You can kind of go in and do your own thing on the treadmill or the bike or the elliptical. And then once you're comfortable actually being in the gym, move on to the machines. Machines are a great place to start because they only move in one way, so they can help you get the form down and figure out the movement patterns without having to use as much stabilization and other muscles that you would with something like a dumbbell and a barbell. And then once you get comfortable with the movements on the machines, you can start transitioning more into free weights. I definitely recommend trying to get into free weights at some point because they are really beneficial to help with stabilization, core strength, and they also just give you a lot more flexibility with the movements that you can do. But again, you don't have to start out your first day in the gym using heavy barbells and dumbbells. You can work your way up to there as you get more and more comfortable. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can comment down below what other videos you'd like to see from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.